Let's talk about fixing faces or swapping them on your generated images without running out of your 4 GB of VRAM. Sometimes your generated images can have weird faces or facial features, even after upscaling. I'll discuss a couple of ways to fix faces, and then I'll show you how to swap faces. In this video, I talk about 2 ways you can fix faces. The first one is face restoration using a model. This is the fastest way to restore faces, but it can sometimes be a bit low quality. It doesn't work well with some art styles like anime or comic. And sometimes the restored faces can look too smooth. Since it can look really good for certain images, I would say this method of restoring faces can be a tool you can use situationally. You'll need a custom nodes extension called Face Restore CF and a model called codeformer. It's pretty easy to use. Just load the Face Restore Model Loader node and the Face Restore CF with Model node. Then get a Load Image node, connect it to the Face Restore node, and save the image with a Save Image node. Here are a couple of comparisons between the original image and restored faces. As you can see in this example, the new face looks a bit better than the original image. But in this example, it looks a bit worse than the original image because the style doesn't match very well. In my opinion, this method is best suited for realistic or semi-realistic images. It's very fast and works well on low VRAM graphics cards. The next method is called Face Detailer. It detects the face from the image and redraws the face with a higher resolution. This method takes a while but can generate really good results with any style. It comes with the Impact Pack, which most people use on ComfyUI. You can install that from the ComfyUI manager. It's best to use this alongside the image generation workflow. That way, you can use the same generation data easily. This method can sometimes run out of VRAM. There are a couple of things you can do to avoid such errors. I've set this face restore section in the Upscale workflow I used in the last video. You can download that with the link in the description. There are 2 models used for detecting faces. I found that some of these models often run out of VRAM when used. The B-Box model that worked best was Face YOLO 88N. The other models often ran out of VRAM. You should set the device mode to CPU in the SAM loader node here. Otherwise, you can run out of VRAM as well. I usually use a low denoise for this, but you can experiment with different denoise settings. If you still run out of VRAM, try adjusting this max size setting in the Face Detailer. You can set that to something like 512, 768, or 1024, and see if that fixes the issue. You can additionally add wildcards to the prompt in this box. For example, if you add smile, the output face will be smiling. You can get really good results with this method, and it is the one I use with my images. Alright, now we're getting to the fun part of this video. I'll show you a way to fix a face by swapping it with another. This is mostly suited for realistic or semi-realistic images, but you can make it work for some anime images, as you can see in this example. It all depends on the input images you are using. You can experiment with the codeformer fidelity setting to get a different result. Usually setting it below 0.5 works well. Additionally, if you have more than one person in the image, you can target them from left to right. 0 is for the face that is located on the far left of the image. You can use 1, 2, 3, and so on for the faces going from left to right in order. You can enter multiple numbers with commas like this, and it will swap them with the provided face. This is probably the most fun way of doing it. It's definitely good when you want to get the same face among all your generated images for something like a lookbook, for example. So this should give you a good foundation for low VRAM AMD graphics card users in generating decent images with good-looking faces. I'll keep you posted as I keep looking for other tools we can use with low VRAM graphics cards. Alright guys, stay tuned for the next video. I'll show you a couple of useful software and tools I use outside of ComfyUI to make things easy for generating images in low VRAM graphic cards. See you soon.